Oh, we're going
now.
now.
We're going. Okay.
We're going now.
All right.
It's Every Day with Jane.
And Kay.
Hi! So...
I was just telling Mom that we should definitely video all of the before.
We should definitely not.
That would be another blooper.
Probably would be.
There's no telling what we would say.
Yes. This room is not as it appears. Isn't that how it goes?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
It's smaller. No, it's larger than it appears.
Oh.
It's closer. It's farther. It's one of those.
It's something.
Anyway, so let's talk about old age.
Let's do.
Not that I'm old.
Oh, I have to tell you, this is really funny. So, I don't remember what we were talking about, but my oldest daughter.
Was I not speaking? I was speaking.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, please, please.
It was about old age.
Oh, okay. Go with old age then. Go for it.
But if you want to tell your story.
No, please.
Be my guest.
No, go ahead.
Okay. So, it was just a quick one.
Okay. You're wasting time. Seconds, girl. Seconds.
So, anyway, my oldest daughter was saying this morning that she said something about women have a hard time, with their muscles, like hurting and like their body hurting or whatever. And I said, well, it's
Who said this?
My oldest child.
Oh, your oldest child.
Yes. And
what should she know about it?
well, because I was hurting this morning, and I was telling her about it, and she said, well, yeah, women have a really hard time with their bodies and them hurting. And I said, well, not all women do, but I mean, as you get older, it tends to happen. And she was like, well, that's why I said women and not girls.
OMG.
She was like, I was trying to call you old, but not say that you're old. And I was like, oh.
It's sad when that happens, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's really sad when your children tell you they're going to put you in a nursing home. No questions asked.
Oh, well, you probably deserve it. Or you did.
Do not.
At the time that I said it, I'm sure.
Whatever. Anyway. So this has been going on lately. We're transitioning a family member into assisted living.
Mm-hmm.
Here's my realization.
Oh.
Which I've kind of already have been thinking about, because there's a possibility of a move in our future. But it's like we acquire an incredible amount of too much crud. I'm just going to say that right now. I'm going to go through all my drawers.
No, you're not.
No, I really am.
You're really not
No,
going to
I
throw
am.
away nearly enough things.
No.
Or give away
I
or
did
whatever.
realize I had an accumulation of cards that I have kept through the years. And probably last year when I had nothing to do during COVID, I went through that drawer and I went through all the cards and I looked at them gazingly at these final signature of my mother and my grandmother, and then I tossed them in the trash.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, really, what are we keeping birthday cards for?
I have no idea. I don't remember. I mean, I know we buy birthday cards, like, if the girls go to a birthday party, like, we'll buy a birthday card for the kid or whatever. Usually because it has money in it, because I didn't buy a present.
Well, that is a good reason. You can't just go and go, here you go, honey.
Here's $20 for you. But
spend it as you will.
Usually that is the case. If I'm buying a birthday card, it's because we didn't give an actual present.
Well, that is a present.
Well, but I mean, like, we didn't go out and specifically pick something for that child because I don't know them. My child has no idea what to buy them. Money it is.
Yeah, money.
But other than that, like, I don't remember the last time I bought my own kids a birthday card.
I don't buy any, as y'all well know.
Nope.
I don't. And I actually quit doing it for the grandkids, too, because I thought, first of all, well, the older ones know how to read, but
yeah,
Well, they know how to read, but I mean, what are they going to do? Oh, happy birthday, love you, Mimi.
Oh, no. The little one loves them.
Oh,
She
does
would
she?
keep all of them if I'd let her. But I don't, because I think they're asinine.
But they just, I mean, most of the time, cards go in the trash.
Yes.
Unless you have a birthday card holder, which we've seen lately
Yes.
in the process of transitioning someone. And in that case, then, I mean, I don't know. I just don't buy them anymore. It's like it's useless. I can say in person, happy birthday, I love you, Mimi loves you so much. And that's good enough
Yeah,
for me.
I'm going to put it on Facebook and put a collage of pictures of us over the years. If you mean that much to me that I'm going to say happy birthday to you, then I probably have pictures of you that I'm
Right.
going to make into collage
Right.
on Facebook.
I mean, who cares if there's a Tony the Tiger on the front, right?
Yeah, no.
Or Butterfly.
No.
Or, you know,
Tony the Tiger.
Jackie the Clown. That was the only tiger I could think of.
Who puts Tony the Tiger on a birthday
Well, we did when
card?
we were little.
You put a Frosted Flakes tiger
All
on your
tigers
birthday?
are named Tony. Don't you know that? I don't know where you've been. All tigers are Tony.
No, the LSU Tiger is Mike.
All tigers are Tony. Like I said.
Anyway,
Nothing to LSU fans. Sorry.
that's he's neither here nor there. But
Anyway. Yeah.
where are we going with this?
I don't know. I was just saying that it's time to clean out my crud.
Yes, it's past time.
Because. What are you saying? I can see you.
Can you?
Yes. Anywho, it's time to clean out the crud.
Mm-hmm.
That's all I'm
And
saying.
you got a lot of it.
I got a lot of. No, it's not crud. It's really nice stuff.
See
But it only means
that's
something
the
to me.
problem.
This is the thing. It only means something to me. A lot of it only means something to me. Some of it was my mom's. Some of it was my grandmother's, very little. But a lot of it was my mom's. And those things are really hard to get rid of. Right?
That's true.
But, I mean, you know, I've also through the years, not really anymore, but I became collectors of things, antiques and roosters.
And teapots.
And
You did
teapots.
clean out your teapots.
And I
a
cleaned
couple.
out all my roosters too.
Yeah.
Yeah, all of them. They're all gone. I have no more
Now it's
roosters.
lemons.
No, well, I do have a lot of lemon stuff. But I like yellow.
Yes.
Hence, I like yellow.
You do.
But, I mean, it's no good to the next generation. They don't want our stuff. I mean, they really, really don't.
Not really.
And this person is really, you know, okay, this is behind this, and this is in this drawer, and da 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 da, and I'm tentatively nodding and going, oh yes, yes, yes. And then I get in the car, and I say, what does she think we're gonna do with that stuff? I mean, it's not like I'm gonna go do something with it.
Yeah.
I have enough crud of my own.
Yeah.
And you know, there may be a few things that you want to save that you can stick in a drawer.
Right.
Or something like that. But there's nothing like huge going on my wall.
Sentimental value.
Just
kind of
saying.
thing. Yeah.
You know.
Well, especially when that
Anyway.
person doesn't have the same taste as you. And it's
Well, yeah.
like, I don't really like that, but okay.
You love beach stuff though, don't you? I take that as a no. Somebody does somewhere. Well, it's going with me, so don't worry about it.
Okay, good.
I'm putting it in the coffin. We're gone. God loves the beach. so I'm
Beach
just
up
gonna
there in
say.
the sky.
That's
what's
right.
gonna go in your mansion.
Anywho, so that's been my week
Yes.
of stuff that we've been dealing with.
Mm-hmm.
But I did have this, you know, huge revelation that I need to go home and clean my house out.
Yeah.
Not clean my
Not
house,
just clean
clean.
it. But
Well, now you make it sound like
no,
it's
but
dirty.
I mean normal cleaning. Like,
Not
I
normal
need to
clean.
go home and
I
clean
clean out stuff.
yes, clean out things.
Okay.
Okay, got it.
Okay, now let's talk about your child that ran into the plate glass window.
Okay, So you kind of gave up the whole story right
I'm
there.
sorry, but it's just funny to me
It
because
was-
we have this. There's a family bond.
It's a family tradition now,
It is
apparently.
of running into windows.
No, well, yeah. So that was last Sunday.
I don't remember when it was.
Maybe.
Don't ask me dates.
No, maybe it was the Wednesday before that. I don't know. Anyway, it's been a little while. She's healed now, but
It makes it sound like she was like in crutches.
well, no. Okay, so
Her head
let me
in a
tell you the story.
Vice.
So we were at church, and at church there is a youth room that has one wall that is glass, and it does have a door on it, and it's glass.
That's a bad thing already.
But the whole thing is
Wall
glass.
glass.
Okay, so my oldest daughter was in the youth building, and she was coming downstairs, and my youngest daughter saw her through the window, but she thought she was in the door part of the wall. She
Not
was
funny.
not in the door part of the wall. She was just in the on the other side of the glass. And so she took off running toward her sister and bounced off of the glass wall.
This is where Mimi should not be laughing.
I mean, it was boom, and she was on the floor, and she
I really
was
thought I felt the house shake.
crying
Just kidding.
hysterically. It was so bad. I felt terrible for her. I have done the same thing.
And I have done the same thing.
He's done the same thing. I was a little bit older than Lucy. In fact, I was probably in middle school age when I did it, and there was a pool outside, and I was inside going outside of the hotel, and there was just a big glass, and it was so much that it didn't even have like anything around. It was just glass. Like, you couldn't see specific panes. It just looked all flat, and so I thought it was just an opening, and so I just was headed there. The bad part about mine is that I hit it, and then I look over and up, and there's a maid washing the window. And I didn't even see her. But then she's looking down at me through the glass window like, "What are you, dummy?" Like,
Oh my gosh.
oh. I'm pretty sure that my aunt and grandmother laughed at me a whole lot when I did it too.
I'm sure they did.
And I'm sure they had a good.
Because I did it in front of my sister, who was
Yeah.
your aunt,
Yeah.
and she did laugh at me
Yeah.
hysterically.
I'm sure she
First
laughed
she
at me
said,
too.
"Are you okay?"
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. I'm sure that's what happened.
Did you see that plate
But-
glass window? Well,
Well,
evidently not, or wouldn't run into it.
right, exactly. But
Anyway.
but my youngest child, she got a black eye, and so she had a black eye for a few days. But the bad thing is that her teacher, I didn't tell you this part. Her teacher pulled her out of the room to ask her what happened.
Oh.
And the security, the school resource officer, the policeman that just stays at the school, pulled her aside in the
my
hallway
gosh.
too and asked her. And I'm like, okay, on one hand, I'm really happy that they are concerned about their students
and they're attentive.
and yes, and on the other hand, she can't go to school with any more bruises, or that story's not going to hold up.
That reminds me of the time when we were taking stuff to the, remember that women's, it was Providence House, but it's, what kind of place would you call that?
I don't know what you're talking about.
The Providence House.
Well, okay, I understand what the Providence House is. but
Okay,
what's
that's
the
what I'm saying. What is that? What would you call that?
mission.
For women,
Yeah,
where women can go that don't have money or
right, or trying to leave.
trying to leave or whatever.
Yeah.
Anyway, so we took a bunch of clothes and stuff over there for them, and my son, the day before or 2 days before that, I was doing something, and he's a little bit shorter than me, And I was doing something, bent over, and he was under me and jumped up and whacked my eye.
I remember that.
And it was black and blue. So here we go to the battered women's place with my husband to get all these clothes, which were probably mostly mine.
Yeah.
And saying, here you go. They pulled me aside and wanted to know if I needed help. And I was laughing my head off because I was like, no, I'm just an accident-prone family, and that's just the way it is.
Well, and that's what, I had hesitated to put anything on Facebook about it because I was worried that people were going to think that I was just, like, making up a story or something for it. And, but I was like, this is just too funny. I can't keep it off Facebook.
It was pretty humorous. I laughed.
Yeah.
I didn't even take a...
But there were enough witnesses at the church. Like, if I really needed to defend myself, there were enough people that saw her do it. Like, I mean, a man brought her ice. Like, we laid in the floor for a few minutes, and I was trying really hard not to laugh at my child that's crying hysterically. And
I'm so sorry.
That's pretty much how it was.
I know, you told me on the phone, and I just busted out laughing. I was
was
like, oh,
so
is
bad.
she okay?
Yeah.
It's like...
She did. She had a pretty good shiner on her eye, though.
Yeah, I saw it. It's pretty good.
I felt bad, but it was pretty hysterical.
Anyway. So, enough for the week.
Yeah.
This is Every Day with Jane.
And Kay.
Bye.
Bye. Wait, you gotta be ready to turn it off.
I wasn't. Okay, let's try this again. This is Every Day with Jane.
And Kay.